Just out of curiosity, what is the oldest client you have and the youngest client you have?
Oldest, I think 85. Youngest, about P5.
Okay.
P5 that came with the parents. During exam period, a lot of parents bring their kids in because of anxiety, because they want their kids to, focus. Sometimes what the parents see as a problem for the child may not be the actual problem. So usually the parents will tell me one thing about the whole situation, what they want improved. And when I talk to the kid will tell me another story, which is how they really feel. So that's what a Bach flower helps. Okay? So we need to know how that person really feels about the whole situation, not about that situation itself. I was first introduced to the Bach flower remedy in 2005. I was doing my Ph.D. coursework, and then I came back from the US, back into Singapore. I cannot get used to the crowdedness, the loud noises, and all that. And so I had panic attack. And so I went to see a TCM doctor, and she was the one who recommended to me Bach flower.
Wow.
And she was also trained in this, but she cannot prescribe it to me because she's working for a TCM clinic. So she said, you go and Google and find where you can find rescue remedy, crisis formula, which is the only blend in this whole system. And it's probably the most well-known remedy of this whole system. So I went to their office and bought my first crisis formula, and I used it, and it was so amazing. I always have this in my bag now. So that was how I got introduced to Bach flower. After that, I looked up the web and then tried out several remedies. And then I realized that there's a course to be taken. So my first training was in Singapore. And then I became a practitioner, clocking my hours, registered with the Bach Center. And so I started practicing in 2015, 2016, I can't really remember. But I've taken it for a long time, since 2005. So I'm a user turned a practitioner. This is a system that draws on the vital forces of flowers and to help us balance our emotions. Now, emotions is very closely tied to the general well-being. So this system is developed by Dr. Edward Bach in the 1920s and 30s. This is him, and behind him is the Bach Center in UK, where all the Bach flowers are, the flowers that discovered by him are still growing there, and all the remedies are still made from there. He was a very well-known physician, a bacteriologist, and a homeopath for a short time. And he believed that in the nature there are something that can help us heal ourselves, heal our own emotional well-being. We can be more stable, we can have clarity of mind, so that we can make good life choices, and we can react better. If we are in an illness, we can react better to the medicine that we're taking, or even the decision that we're making throughout our healing process. Depending on the emotional state you are in, different flowers will attend to it, and that will help us to give us back the mental clarity. This is energy medicine, which is quite different from our conventional understanding of the allopathy medicine. Energy medicine, it's about vibrational forces. So It's about physics and biology. So it's a totally different concept. So it takes time for people to understand or to grasp this concept. There is this magical, vital forces from flowers that can uplift our spirit. And so when we collected this energy that is preserved in the water and we take it in, and our body is filled with the positive energy that will flood out the negative. So you return to a more balanced state. Bach flower works in a very subtle way. Sometimes you don't really feel it. It's very different from when you have a headache with the Panadol and then your headache goes away. There's no side effects. There's no worry about overdosage. There's also no worry about taking the wrong remedy, because if the energy you don't need, you already have it, then it doesn't have any effect. Dr. Bach went around the England countryside and looked at wildflowers, and he discovered 38 in total. 38 flowers, and each flower will attend to a certain emotional state. We can use them singularly or a combination. So this is how it looks like, the whole set. 38 flowers with one blend. which is called the crisis formula that we use in emergency cases or for treating sudden bursts of emotions. So during a typical consultation, clients will come in. Most of the time, clients will come in with a physical complaint. Let's say I have headache because I can't sleep, or my leg very pain, or my back ache. We use sponge flower to treat emotions. When people come to us, we will ask them about how they feel about their physical complaints. For example, people come in with a headache and say that they can't sleep at night. But the whole set of remedies, there's only one blend. So we don't have a blend for, let's say, insomnia. We don't have a blend for, let's say, diabetes or high blood pressure or anything like that. Because everybody experiences the so-called illness differently. So someone with insomnia could be that they cannot sleep because there's a lot of thoughts going on in their mind over and over again, like going nowhere. There could be someone who are very worried about their loved ones, especially during this period. So there are different reasons for why we cannot sleep, why we have insomnia. So we'll talk to the client about their lifestyle. What do they think that have caused them to have that kind of problem? How do they feel about it? The most important thing. So the emotional side of things. And then we will help them with that. After the consultation, we will select different remedies based on what we hear. And then we will discuss with the person as to which one will help them best. Because in every personal mix that we give them, we can only put 7 remedies inside at most. So we'll help the person to prioritize to do one improved in your life. And then we'll select the remedies and put them in this personal mix. Okay? The minimum dosage will be 4 times a day, each time 4 doses.
It's not for topical.
Oral.
They're actually
yes,
oral.
Yes, oral. So you have to take it. Only for people who cannot take it, for example, people who are in coma, young children, for dementia patients, sometimes they can get very agitated. Then we will ask people to put in a spray bottle, and then you can spray on the skin. As long as it has contact with the body, as I said, 40-70% is water, the vibration energy will be able to go in and help us balance out the negative energy.